Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to do round 11 of your Mario mushroom pattern. So round 11 is, let's take a look. The instructions ask us to increase, then we do one single crochet in the next 17 stitches. So we will end with a total of 38 stitches. So I'm going to show you how to do this pattern. Right here, I have already completed rounds 1 through 10. Okay, so here were my 4 rows of single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, just on top. So now I'm beginning round 11, and I'm just gonna put over my marker yarn. It's optional if you had already moved your marker yarn or not, and I'm gonna just fold it over. You always wanna make sure you have the right number of stitches before you move on to the next row. So I should have a total of 36 stitches from the previous row, and let's give that a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36, right here back where we started at the marker yarn. Okay, now it's always a good idea, the way I count is to actually squeeze the stitch that I'm counting. That way I don't lose track just by pointing. I find it harder to see where my stitches are. So go ahead and fold over your yarn, mark your yarn, or place it in, whatever you like, so we know where we're beginning and where we stop. So the pattern says to increase in our first stitch, so we're gonna do an increase. You work 2 single crochets in this one. So you yarn over, that's 1 single crochet, then you go back in the same stitch, okay, insert hook and do another crochet, single crochet. Then we're gonna do a single crochet in the next 17 stitches. How I keep track is I count every time I do a crochet, single crochet, that way I know when I've hit 17. So this is how it goes. I go 1, move on to the next stitch, 2, next stitch 3, next stitch 4, next stitch 5, next stitch 6, next stitch 7, next stitch 8, next stitch 9, next stitch 10, next stitch 11, next stitch 12, next stitch 13, next stitch 14, next stitch 15, next stitch 16, next stitch 17. We have just completed the pattern for round 11, and now we have to repeat the pattern because I just did 17 single crochets in the next 17 stitches. So we repeat the pattern by increasing in the next stitch. We increase by working 2 single crochets in this next stitch. So we do 1 single crochet and 2 in the same stitch. Same stitch. Okay? Then again, we go ahead and do a single crochet in the next 17 stitches. So how I count is 1, next stitch 2, next stitch 3, next stitch 4, next stitch 5, next stitch 6, next stitch 7, next stitch 8, next stitch 9, next stitch 10, next stitch 11, next stitch 12, next stitch 13, next stitch 14, next stitch 15, next stitch 16, next stitch 17. And if you did this correctly and started with the same, with the correct number of stitches, 36, you would have ended right where you started at the end of the last set of 17 stitches. Okay, it just brings you right back to the beginning, and you know that you've been doing it correctly. Now that I ended round 11, the first thing I'm gonna do is check to see how many stitches I have all around before I move on to round 12. Okay, so let's count. 1, remember to squeeze your stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and 38. Right here. Okay, so I did end with 38 stitches, and I'm ready to move on to round 12. Thank you for watching.